Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 21 tip video, I'm going to show you guys an unstoppable glitch play that no defense can stop. This play has a route that you just can't cover in any coverage. Man doesn't stop it, and no zone drops from zone will stop it either, no matter the setting you do. And we're going to show you guys how to mix in a few different variations of this play, different reads, I should say, to really attack the defense, guys. This is going to be coming from the gun bunch tight end, but honestly, guys, you can find a similar concept from a few different formations in the game. Personally, I use the Jets playbook on offense, and if you guys want more of my premium strategies, be sure to check out sportsgamers.com. So I put up all my tips, ebooks, offensive and defensive schemes, even weekly tips in the Madden Vault to help you guys get better at the game. So, the gun bunch tight end, like I said, the play is tight end corner, and we're going to be looking at, like I said, the Jets playbook. You want to have your, I would say, a very, not necessarily best, but fastest receiver as his inside receiver in the bunch. This is going to be the key player on this play. We're first going to look at how to attack man, and then we'll get into just beating zone with, zone drops and different adjustments that the defense might make to try to stop you. As far as abilities go, don't really need any for this play. It's just standard hot routes, but, if you do play MUT, like Gunslinger is a must on your quarterback. And as far as getting perfect throws, I really like Inside Deadeye. I've been using that for a while now. It's glitched. It works on pretty much any throw. So let's just go ahead and let's do man coverage first. Guess we'll just do 1-4-6. But, a lot of people play 3-5 wide. Now, when running this play, I do like to have my bunch actually lined up on the short side. But really, it just depends upon what hand my quarterback is. If he's right-handed, I prefer to have the bunch on the short side so I can roll out to the wide side, or the bunch, on the left so I can roll out to the right. If I was using maybe Vic and my quarterback is left-handed, I'd probably want my bunch on the right so I can roll out to the left. But, you can make this throw in the pocket too. It's just better I feel like it's better when you get outside the pocket because then you can start mixing in delayed fades and a lot of other things, which we'll get into in a second here. So, before I show you guys the setups, please make sure if you're enjoying my content, subscribe to the channel. I do weekly tips and gameplays you're not going to want to miss. And if you're really rock with me, man, smash that like button, guys. The support really does help me out a lot as a creator. So first of all, man coverage. So you could do a few different setups with this play. What I typically do like to do is go ahead and do a streak to my tight end, an option route to the running back. Now, like I said, if it's man coverage, option routes are really effective when you have good receiving running backs. Even man and zone, really, both of them. I like option routes a good bit. Then we're going to go ahead and do flat to the slot receiver. We're going to smart route the inside receiver and turn that post into basically almost a deeper. It's kind of like a cross between a slant post and crossing route, super glitchy. Then I'm going to do a motion slant with the outside receiver. We motion him across the formation, snap the ball 2 to 3 steps past the tight end. So I'd say the most important read on this play is the route you see Tyreek Hill on. This is the route, as you see, he gets the weirdest animation ever. But this is the route that's going to be man in every coverage in the game, no matter the zone drop they do. So guys, again, here's the same setup. We're just going to motion Watkins over on the slant. So really, guys, the motion slant and the route to Tyreek Hill are our main reads because they're going to pretty much put stress on every coverage in the game. So we finally get a good throw here. And you guys can see we almost get a touchdown. That's why this route is so good, is because not only does it whoop man-to-man for big plays, but it's going to beat zone too. And you guys are going to see, look at the separation we get off the press. Just like this. Easy. We are out. Now, guys, if they're playing man, you really don't even need to streak the tight end. One thing I really like to do against man is go ahead and put my tight end on a delayed fade. Yes, a delayed fade. So now when you roll out, guys, you can release him. And if they try to go user your deep crossing, post type route, slant type route, you can release the delayed fade and it's going to be wide open. Now, You do have other reads against man coverage too. You guys can see the motion slant. It's going to get open. The option route to the running back. It's going to get open. So while Tyreek Hill is the route that makes this play go, because it's just so hard to stop this route, you have to manually guard it. Look at the separation. I mean, it's a huge play, and it gets open against every coverage. This is the main route. But the slant is a big read, too, because motion slants will beat man. The option route is going to beat man, too. If you play Mutt, like I'd recommend probably either having Kamara or Reggie Bush, because those guys are basically guaranteed to beat man. If you play Regs, it's a lot easier because the defenders are not that good. But then, like I said, also when you roll out, you can just release the delayed fade, and it's going to get open every time against man coverage again, unless they use a guard because it's a glitch. So this setup right here it is just so good. Now, this same setup really kills zone 2, and that's what makes this play so good. So you guys know most people play cover 3, and they're just going to go ahead, and they're going to do something like this, right? This is the zone drop thing everybody tries to do. Flats 25, curl flats 5, hook zones 5, right? And then they come out in the Mike Blitz 3, and they make the same. Everyone kind of just likes double Mabel. And watch this, guys. So I'm going to do the exact same setup. Now, against zone, you definitely want to streak the tight end, unless you do something I'm going to show you in a second here. But you need the streak against zone coverage to kind of pull the defenders away from your route to Tyreek Hill. So we're going to still option route the running back. We're still going to flat the receiver and still do the motion slant. Basically, guys, the option route is going to be a curl against zone. So it's kind of just going to sit down over the middle of the field and give you kind of like a check down. But you guys can see here, look at how Tyreek Hill still gets open against zone, how he gets over top of all those zone drops. It's crazy. Take a look at the replay here. So Tyreek Hill is going to get past these zone drops. And honestly, guys, if your tight end is fast, you could have led this up here for a touchdown against the way this defense was set up. But look here. Look how he gets behind the cloud that's set to 25. This guy's chasing the streak. So it's just a dot on the sideline right here. Bam. Easy. Now, the great thing about this is that at the same time, if they go and use the middle of the field for the streak, smart routed post, route on the sideline, that's why we have this motion slant. The motion slant is very important because we have the flat route opposite, the motion slant is going to come open across the middle of the field, just like you see there. So if they take their user and go run to the sideline with Tyreek Hill, or maybe run down the middle of the field to guard the tight end, which again, guys, you can see that this tight end actually, because this deep zone widens out, if he's fast, you can just lead him away from the safety for a touchdown. But Kelsey's probably not fast enough for that. That's something that would be more like on Mutt when you have the super fast tight ends. But as you guys can see, the flat is going to draw out these underneath zones, and the slant will be open over the middle of the field. Now, at the same time, you still do have the option route to the running back. This is why this play is so good. There's just really nothing the defense can do because even, all right, we're just going to go ahead and man up the slant. Say that they use it as slant, right? Now, if they do that, all we're going to end up doing is just either running to hit the crossing route or the smart route post route open on the sideline, or we'll just dump it down to the running back. And that option route, as you guys can see there, that's easy yardage. Now, you guys might be wondering, how can you use the delayed fade to the tight end against zone, right? Well, you can. You definitely can. So, the way to do that, just 1 second here, would basically be, you want to delay fade the tight end, that's fine. At that point, I would probably recommend to go ahead and put the running back on a flat route, a swing route, whatever, just something to drop the flat zones. And then I would or you could block him, and then I would probably go ahead and just put the underneath guy, right here, on a drag, an in route, just something coming underneath, and then I'm going to motion this guy over on a streak. So now, you guys can see, we have the underneath, and then we have the tight end releasing if he'll ever release. Just like that, open over in the middle of the field. So you still want to have that streak motion over. At the end of the day, you have to have the streak against zone. If you want to do a delayed fade to tight end, you're just basically going to need to motion over a streak because you need to get that deep zone to respect something deep. So that at that point, all Tyreek Hill has to do is just run past that deep zone. So again, if you want to have the delayed fade to the tight end, that's fine. Just motion this guy out on a streak, and that way, when you roll out, your tight end can just release, and you guys can see Tyreek Hill. That was a bad throw, but Tyreek Hill is going to be open on the sideline. Now, the other way I like to do this is to mix in a curl flat combo. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say that the defense is not really respecting the bunch side of the field. So at that point, we're just going to streak the tight end, smart route Tyreek Hill, and then we're going to just do curl to the slot. Flat to the slot, curl to the outside receiver in the bunch. So what this is going to end up doing is this is going to just give us a check down. As you guys can see, the curl sits in the middle of the field, and it is wide open. Now that's perfect if they're going to try to run with their user to guard Tyreek Hill. At that point, if you see that, you're just going to be able to dump it down to the curl route. If you see them just running, chasing Tyreek Hill, that's going to be all day long. But, if they don't, and they kind of just stay at home so that they have to respect the curl flat, then once again, all we're doing is we're just waiting for Tyreek Hill to get open on the sideline. So you guys look. Easy dot right on the sideline. I don't know what's up with all these terrible animations, but we still did catch the ball. Now, all these same things apply to if they play different zones. So let's say they play cover 2. It's still going to work the same way. So if they play cover 2, you're basically still going to have this guy open on the sideline. It doesn't really matter if they play cover 2, cover 3. It really doesn't. So the thing with cover 2 is the zone drop still going to drop back 25 yards, right? So if we did go back to the first setup with the option route, the streak, Tyreek Hill smart route, and then the flat and motion slants, which is just like this, you're going to see that Tyreek Hill's still going to get behind that cloud flat by the corner. I mean, this time instead of it being a safety or slot corner, it's just the outside corner. The tight end is still going to take, our safety deep. Whoever the deep zone defender is, he's taking him deep. And then as you guys can see, this route gets behind the zone drops every single time. And still, we have the flat, we have the slant, and then we have the option route. But this, I'm telling you guys, he's going to get open every time, basically, unless manually covered. Very similar to how that route from curl flat out of trips tight end works when you smart route it. Very, very similar. Now, the best thing about this is this even works against match. So you guys know, match is becoming pretty popular. I run a ton of match myself. But let's say that they just run, let's put our zone drops back on default, and run, Mike Blitz with the matching principles. So a lot of people are just starting to use these match zones because they're tough. So, they'll do something like this with the matching going on, and then, what a lot of people will do is they'll hard flat so the flats are covered, or they'll do some hook zones, or, sometimes they'll leave them blitzing. But let's just say that they do some hard flats, and I guess we'll do a hard flat combo of hook zone, something like this. You're going to notice that, again, we're still, with the same exact setup, going to get open. This is going to beat match coverage. Let's take a look here. So watch, Tyreek Hill is going to whoop. Even if they try to match him, he's still going to whoop. Look. Just wide open. Every time. Doesn't matter, man. Like I said, if they try to run with him, does not matter at all, because you still have the motion slant, and you still do have the running back just chilling on the option route. Look, so he's going to sit down here. Say this guy was usering, right, and he ran with Tyreek Hill deep. We would have just thrown to the option route. And if they stayed at home, look, we still have the slant over in the middle of the field too. It's just an all-day long thing. You mixing the tight end delayed fade that I showed earlier, and then the curl flat combo I just showed. I mean, this play can't be stopped, and it's all set up by how good the route to Tyreek Hill is, because it beats every zone drop, beats match, and it beats man coverage. Even if they blitz you, the route gets a super fast release, so it's going to be wide open. They can't blitz you either. Basically, the bottom line is to stop that route, you have to user it every play, which is what opens up all these other routes, like options, slants, curls, delayed fades. It's such a good play. You guys gotta add it into your offense. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. 300 likes on this video, we'll release another glitchy setup. I'm out.